This shit is hilarious, bro. You guys are probably gonna have to go to my other site to see this. I already know it's gonna get taken down by the small dick Romanian gypsy Jews, who basically were the creators of racism. White people just ran with it because the small dick complex, but I don't think they were really the creators of it. They're really more so puppets, these fake ass Jews. But yeah, the reason they hate you for your skin color is an inferiority complex. That's why they're always pushing that they're superior in some kind of way. It's just like women. It's not going to be proven by nature. It's not going to be proven by observable evidence. Anywhere a person of color has a fair shot, they excel. They usually outperform everybody else. Um, it's pretty self-evident, so they got to go to extreme measures of destroying all successful civilizations that make people of color look good, like Black Wall Street, which is more successful than White Wall Street. And after the war that the Jews threw the white people into, white people came back, and naturally their women couldn't handle that, because they're even more small dick than their men, as their men are finding out right now. And that's why they're trying to even put down the white man right now, because he's a little bit masculine, and they're trying to push his feminine thing because that's all it is. That's all it is. Like, market beef is caused by Cain fucking his mother. Because if you look in the book of Enoch, first, Cain and Abel came, then after Abel was killed, she left with Cain. And it said she had children with him. It was incest. And that's where, why Africans have so many kind of hermaphrodite features, either masculine or feminine. Mostly masculine, but they kind of mixed up. That's why you get kind of really emotional, darker skinned guys, really emotional. And then the women are kind of really masculine. But on the white side of things, you see they're very feminine. So their mothers were probably fucking their daughters. I mean, not the daughters, but the sons or whatever. And so the female gene proliferated. And this goes back to Lucifer and Lilith and all that kind of shit. It's the same damn name. It's probably the same creature or whatever. That's why they call it Mother Earth, Mother Goddess, and all that, Motherland, all that shit. And that's why they help them and they promote them, because they know they came from that. But they hate us Hebrews. That's why they hate us. They're always killing us. You see the shootings, they're not killing. They're just shooting Africans. Africans come here and be a fucking full citizen. Us on the other hand, we're forced here, and we're not fucking, even considered citizens. You know what I mean? That's because they know who we are. That's why they got rid of our last names and gave us their last name, because they didn't want us to know who we were. We're the Hebrews. The Hebrew Israelites. They don't want us to know that, though. Because the Hebrews, their last names are, all Hebrew names, like it would have been a dead giveaway. Everything they did gives away who we really are in the whole 400 years until the slavery is over. And the reason they're hating on the white man, bringing all these Latin guys in there, because like I said, it's Romanian gypsy Jews. So they came to these colonies, killed off the natural people, and then, that's why there are all these pale people there now. And then they're going to try and act like they're fucking natives there. But they're basically like the Borg, and the Borg, these pale-skinned, pus-filled creatures with this disgusting stuff under their skin, just like they are when they get exposed to the sun, all those parasites and stuff in them. They get affected by that. So that's why they're trying to block out the sun. But let me see what else. So yeah, basically she was fucking them, and then later on, some fallen angels came and mixed into their stuff, and that's where they got like big dicks. So you know anything about people? Not all of them, as I'm a grown man. I learned things, so I learned that not all these people have big ones. Some of them have micros, and then other ones have ones like horses. That's because when the fallen angels mixed into them, the fallen angels had big ass, things like horses. That's what the Bible says. The book of Enoch. And that's why they took it out of the book, because they didn't want you to know about their whole little conspiracy. That's why it's a black and white checkerboard. You see what I mean? And they want you to think you're from the black race so they can whitewash and blackwash you and ruin your genes and destroy your ancestry and absorb it like the Borg. Anyways, let me Now, as you know what the mark of the beast is, I'm gonna make a little fun of these little motherfuckers. But yeah, that's why these guys, you pay attention, they're always like against God. They're always trying to prove atheism because what does the Bible say about females, which they basically are, and all these abominations that they are, and sexual immorality and all that. It says that none of all women were found righteous. And it said that your oppressors are children and the rulers of women. Basically, simps are people with the penis the size of a child, that never matured, never became men, you know, because they're genetically fucked up. And then they got this really bad complex. And they want to harm everybody that, it's just like a woman. Like they don't want to live with reality. They want to have the cake and eat it. They don't want to just deal with what they fucking are, you know. They just make up all these goddamn lies, like that's why they don't want to accept what they did to the slaves. They want to just come on all this bullshit, so on and so forth. You know what I'm talking about, this unirrational bullshit. Like this is a MGTOW thing. I'm sorry I do this to you Caucasian people because I'm part white, I'm part Latin, I'm part fucking everything. I'm part Latin, I'm part Negro. Fuck calling it Negro because that's Necro. I'm part colored, I'm part brown, all that. Part Asian, I'm part everything. So I don't want to hear nobody say I'm racist, bro. I'm just tired of y'all trying to pick on my people because they're superior to y'all. And I'm tired of seeing the world run by your shitty asses because y'all are not the part of the genetics that need to be running everything. It's guaranteed. You mix a black person and a white person together. Why is it the genetics pick brown? Why is it they don't pick black or white? Why is it this Goldilocks zone thing with the brown porridge and the brown bears and the perfect balance, not too hot, not too cold? They put it right in your face and make a joke of it all day. And that's why these white people, like I said, they're on this fucking weird shit, dressing up like women, being gothic, dressing up like these monsters in these gothic outfits. They look like monsters because they know what they really are. Like, they know what they fucking are. They had some dreams that showed what they are to themselves. And they can see themselves for what they are. They don't want you to know what they are, though, because they're ashamed of it. They don't want you to know they're ashamed of it either, though. It's pretty funny. So yeah, it's a disability type of thing. Yeah, I just want to make fun of this a little bit. Like I said, this is probably why also this is not going to be allowed to stay on this shitty ass website. Like I said, I'll just put it on BitChute. Just wanted to make fun of them real quick since they all about their goddamn image. Us people of color, we don't give a fuck so much about that kind of stuff, But, everybody needs some goddamn dignity. And these guys got so little dignity, they don't want us having anything. That's why they can't accept us having anything, because who's the woman going to pick? The guy with that pseudo dick that is basically a woman, or a man? That's why any black guy or colored guy that becomes a superstar, the women are over. They don't give a fuck about these other guys. And that's why the guy, that white guy that was at the basketball thing, he ain't want nobody a color being brought to the NBA thing, when the NBA is basically, it should be the NASCAR Negro Basketball League, association, you know what I mean? It should be that. It's just hilarious, man. And this is fucking, you can look at them, they look feminine. The fatty. They're naturally really fatty. I used to wonder why, I'd hang around black guys, brown guys, and light-skinned guys, but pale guys or whatever, white guys. And then those white guys are always all so squishy, homo. Like if we were playing sports, their bodies were like, I was like, man, these guys are squishy, man. What the fuck's going on here? This is weird. And that's why their women are more attractive, because they hold more fat. And the fat holds toxins, like I told you. And that's why women are toxic. And that's why these pseudo men are toxic. Besides their inferiority complex and all those diseases in their head, and they're just demonic and stuff, and they're lacking in super morality, super consciousness. That's what the super consciousness is. They can't put themselves in other people's shoes. They have no ability to empathize. They can't imagine things. That's why they never come up with nothing new. They just steal other people's ideas. Like the Matrix, they stole that from a woman that was a brown woman that was a seer, a prophet, basically. That's prophetic. Everything comes through your vision and all that stuff. That's why their vision is shit. It's defective. Your physical body tells you everything about what's going on inside. And That's why they're afraid of any intelligent black person. They always kill them. Like Malcolm X, they killed the hell out of him. Martin Luther King, they killed the hell out of him. They killed so many black leaders in just that small part of time that were more than the white leaders I've ever heard of that were actually useful. Only white leader I've ever heard of that was useful in a major scale is JFK. That's it. Period. Trump's a fucking joke. He's okay, but he's a fucking joke. He doesn't compare. But anyways, let me so yeah, I just made this video. You might want to check it out so you can learn why they like a little bit more about this, and then why I'm ranked number 5 U.S. audience, and I got no views, no fucking views, and I'm really the number 1 audience. I just don't play with them anymore. Like I'm just the best with them, really. Anybody that plays me always says, "Man, you're the number 1 audience, man." I beat people way higher in ranking me, and they fucking cheat these games so that it's really fucked up. I don't even want to get into that. These games are so fucking rigged, man. I'm topping like every fucking game. There's so many goddamn games I'm top at. Like, not even funny. Like, I go on undefeated streaks, all kinds of shit. Get no views. But these other guys, they'll make a video where they're doing nothing. They're sitting there. They can't even play the game. They're just fucking trolling all day. But these other guys, these top players are usually cheaters. And you can clearly tell they're cheating, but they cover up for it because it's this racist thing. They're trying to make it look like the white guy is some kind of good, some kind of superior being through these video games, but you'll never see them winning the fighting tournaments. Like, hardly ever. You'll see a lot of black people in the fighting tournaments. Oh, I thought they could only use their bodies. Why is it they're winning in a video game too? Because it's a one-on-one. It's harder to cheat in a one-on-one game. These team games, they cheating all the time, and then the system cheats for them as well. Because you're a really good player, they'll fucking just set you up all day. I know, trust me. Like, trust me. A lot of people end up cheating because of how the game is cheating them. But anyway, let me get on to just nature to prove this as well. That toxins are the problem. And these white people and their skin are full of toxins and parasites under them. That's why they killed the natives here with those toxins and parasites when they came here passively. Everything about these things are passive. Everything they do as female. Male is active, female is passive. That's why everything they do against you is passive. They don't come to your face. They don't come to your hood to see you straight up. They come with the goddamn police and all that bullshit and passively come after you, you know what I mean? Or they'll shoot you from far away, or you're unarmed passively, you know what I mean? Or they got to have some kind of big ass advantage so they can basically passively whoop your ass. Like bombs from the sky. Like the Africans started to like make airplanes, like just makeshift airplanes back in the day. And they saw the Africans were doing that. And they told them to stop doing that or we're going to fuck you up, you know what I mean? And because they didn't want black people looking any kind of civilized. The black people were trying to civilize themselves and they kept fucking foiling it. They're trying to keep making looking like savages and shit like that and keeping them like, you know, regress and stuff. Because it's all about image to them. Like they know how you people are. You're all about fucking image, what it appears to be. You don't do any real research. You don't really know what the reality is. But anyway, so like I said, this is a toxic thing to them. This is a toxic problem. I don't want that showing up. So get back here. All right, so basically they took a female bear, polar bear, from like, you know, the pole or whatever, because the males there like becoming like pseudo males and they can't fucking reproduce. And plus it's like all that famine and stuff there. So they're eating each other. But yeah, they call him little one for a reason. Because when she saw him, she basically rejected him. She rejected him. If you look this up, she rejected him. You see? She would breed, but instead she was killed by her mate. Flip this light switch. They couldn't be separated. Okay, I'll make this simpler. They wanna play this game. All right, I'll show you. You see? Rejected him. You see how they always play this word game? Like, I noticed that in a lot of these searches, that's why I left them still. They'll put black people in there. And we all know this is about white people, these pseudo-dick jokes. But they put black people in there. Usually, in the black person, they're not even showing their thing. They just put a black dude that looks, you know, malformed or whatever. They're trying to fuck with their image while their image is naturally, we all know, fucked up. So what they do is they try and destroy the image of these other people and try and make themselves look better. That's a feminine thing. And that's why he killed her. Because, you know, just like the white man, you know, he can't handle his little small dick complex. So, you know, He can't handle it, just like the woman can't handle her situation or what she is. So instead of handling reality, he just goes and kills her. That's the nature of these type of people. That's why masculine, aka morality, is a good thing. And this is why it's happening. See, I had to search really hard for this. I found this on Google and all this shit. I don't even remember how. It was just easy to find. It was really easy to find. But once I started making videos involving this, they pay attention to everything I do. They don't give me no views. They don't let me get no views, but they pay attention to everything I do. And thusly, they can easily cover up stuff. They're using YouTube to track us Negroes who are intelligent. They're trying to find out which ones of us are intelligent and are going to be a problem for them. So they're targeting us. I'm telling you, I have a highly intelligent family. A couple of them were in the CIA. I can't say too much. And one of them, they're about to pass. Like, I'm not going to say too much about that, but so I'm not too worried about them getting in trouble about this. But basically, they said that when that shit happened where they killed Martin Luther King, they kicked all the people of color out of the building because they didn't want no kind of like problems. You know what I mean? And it showed who's really running the show. Basically, the same people behind the shooting, I would imagine. And they were trying to keep everything under control. Like they didn't want no problems. This shows how it's really just the government and those kind of agencies that these small dick people that were really like personally, I'm more interested in my self-development. I'm not going to get any development out of being in politics. That's why people of color that are not pseudo dick, small consciousness, small dick complex. You know what I mean? Those type of people that they have no life. You know what I mean? Those kind of loser ass simp niggas that just are all like, the reason women don't like them is because they're all over them. They don't have no life. You know what I mean? But and they know they're not going to have no life just by looking at them because they've had enough experience. That's why y'all don't get no attention from them. But y'all programmed them, y'all know they're gold diggers, so y'all took advantage of that. And that's why, y'all don't want no man of color to have no money or dignity. And we all know this. It's clear as fucking day. Y'all still losing y'all women, even with all that. So imagine how bad it would be if we actually had the dignity of y'all not having destroyed Black Wall Street. We'd be filthy fucking rich because of that. Have great leaders, not kill Malcolm X. We'd have our people would be highly educated. They would not have to worry about shit. They wouldn't have to ask you for nothing. And the whole world will see that, how we came from what y'all did to us to what we would have ended up. That's the fact that we were able to do that while y'all are oppressing us shows how great we were and are. I don't really care what these freaks have become. Y'all reset their lives and y'all don't even allow anybody to tell us the truth to come onto the radio. You don't let anybody put any hip hop out, which was like messages of truth against y'all and against any oppression or anything like that. And just truth in general. Now you just got them listening to you're a whore, be a whore, murder, death, kill, be a thug, be a drug dealer, ruin your own society with drugs and dumb shit, just sitting around being a bitch. Sitting around doing drugs and not doing nothing all day, that's a female activity. They're trying to feminize the males because they know that's the difference between them. That the colored people are masculine, and they're not. They can't even go out in the sun. They can't even deal nothing. They can't go out and be active. Without us, they probably wither up and they probably die pretty fast because they can't do much. And so without technology, they wouldn't even be able to run a farm. Like, it would be very difficult for them. But anyways, now technology's here, just like with women. It makes it so that they're more enabled and they feel like they don't need anybody else. You see what I mean? Like before technology, it's obvious they needed us to do every fucking thing for them. You see what I'm saying? We came with all the ideas and then they started to steal those ideas and then, highly educated people were able to work on those ideas further because the basic idea was set in place, and it's just you guys think you're fucking so slick, but anybody with a real brain understands how y'all gypped us so many goddamn times. You kept resetting it, changing the goddamn finish line, and they had no rights. That's why y'all up in their hoods with these cops and shit, constantly harassing them, constantly riding by with these fire trucks and police cars, making noise for no goddamn reason. I've seen y'all go down the street to harass me, come back down the street, go do a lap, do a circle again, go back down the street with the damn siren going, go back down again. I seen y'all do that 3 fucking laps. And you think I'm a fucking idiot? I wish I had gotten on camera. I really do. But anyways, it's just ridiculous how far these little small dickers go, and that's the mark of the beast, man. That's the mark of the beast. And what did they do? What did the Bible say? That it will try and force people to love the image of the beast. What's the image of the beast? It's this little fucking white person shit. It's pale skin bullshit. And if people don't like the white people or the female, it's both. Really, the female is the essence of it. The Bahamut, all that Lucifer shit, that Lilith shit. Lilith was the first goddamn demon, and all of her children were demons, like Lucifer and all that shit. It's a female thing. And because of her, I think all females were damned. Because once Lilith did that, she was like the first female. So she like damned all the women after her. I'm pretty sure that's why Eve came out fucked up. And then all these pseudo men came out fucked up and all that kind of stuff. And then Jonathan Kleck even exposed how in the Bible, in the original translation, it says that there's going to be a female uprising at this point. And that's why God says so much evil, bad stuff about these females. Y'all have no clue what y'all dealing with. They're literally like monsters, bro. You have no clue. I mean, if you find a good one, you're the luckiest man alive, bro. But it's possible, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Not on the level that. That's why, for example, Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain was like, man, I mean, I played women, but I wanted a wife. The issue is I could, with marriage, you're supposed to find a woman that's somewhat your equal. And me, I'm Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. I can't find one. Just like me, I'm telling you, they're the pump and dump, man. But sorry to offend you, Caucasian guys. If you don't got a pseudo dick, congratulations, you're more masculine. Like I said, there's people of any color with pseudo dicks. If you got a pseudo dick, I apologize, you're fucked. I'm telling you, it really is a genetic thing because there ain't no pseudo dicks in my family. I'll tell you that. No, buddy, it's a family thing. It really is. It's a genetic thing. If it wasn't, there'd be somebody without one. You know. But yeah, so it passes down. They know it, and that's why women are kind of away from that. But yeah, anyways, what the mark of the beast is now. Is that incest and all the mutations and shit that come from it. And also they actually started fucking animals because they couldn't get any women. So that's why the monkey genes got mixed into them, and they couldn't control their dick because being a feminine natured person, they don't have no self-control. They don't know what the lasting ramifications on their genetics will be and all that kind of stuff. You see where I'm going. I'm going to end this here though, but yeah.